Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakwadash. Double lines to the elders of GMS rule well. Peace, salutations to like Akim in the four corners, percent truth, sincerity. Peace be unto you and Shalom. Oh, I doing this video again. I actually got a warning for this actual same video. I guess it wasn't age appropriate. I'm not sure exactly what I said. I think it might have been the video. I don't know, but I'm doing this video again, and I'm gonna try to be more careful because I think it was the video, the image of the child. But basically, it was it's an image. It's a video on YouTube right now of a kid, of a little Edomite kid going crazy, and he had got to be no more than like 11, and people are recording him. He's throwing rocks at his neighbor's house. I mean cars, and picking up a brick to try to bust it, and trying to just being a completely spawned demon of Satan. And I'm actually narrating the video. Esau gives me a strike for it, so I'm gonna try to do the same video but just audio wise. But if you get a chance to watch the video, hold on one second. Yeah, if you get a chance to watch the video, you'll see what I'm referring to. I'm about to at least say what the title of the video is. Okay, it says, kid goes crazy, smashes car windows, throws rocks at neighbors, and gets arrested after. So that's the title of the video. It's like 46,000 views. The name of the subscriber is Actual Public Freakout. And it was uploaded about a year ago. So that was the video that I did. And so the premises of how bad kids can be. And this was an illustration of how bad a child can be when you don't whoop them. Scripture says, spare the rod. Hold on one second. Let me grab my scriptures. Proverbs 13. Excuse me. Proverbs 13:24 says, he that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. And that's good. A child needs to know when he's wrong. You don't, just, oh, Johnny, stop it. Cut it out, little Johnny. No, you got to whoop his ass when he's wrong. That's how he knows that he's wrong. And how he knows of to what level of extreme he's wrong, and how the level of offense can, because in that video he got arrested. He ended up getting tackled by a neighbor and he got arrested. But now if his parents was on him, guess what? He wouldn't be in that situation. I was as bad as a kid. I knew better than to think that I could get away with anything like that. And most kids know they can just throw rocks and stuff at their neighbors' cars and stuff like that. He had no issues about it being recorded and everybody's watching him. It's not like he was doing it sneakily. He just said, I don't care. Just completely trying to damage and destroy everything. The guy was just completely just off. You know, and you got to be able to you have to be able to discipline brothers in this thing, because guess what? As kids, we're newborns as this kid. You can't always just wink at everything. If a brother's going off, you got to tell him that, hey, you going off. There's sometimes, you know, certain things are not that major of an offense or not that big, and you can kind of, you know, let that go. You know, sometimes, you know, a kid, let's say a kid accidentally, you know, walking, he's not paying attention and he trips over a cord and pulls it out the socket, and on the way he done broke a glass table and stuff like that. You know, a complete accident. You know, it's possible even as a kid you could have got whooped for that, and I would. And then there's sometimes, okay, it was an accident. It wasn't done out of maliciousness. Then there's you intentionally tried to kick the cord out the wall and you threw a brick through the glass table and you did it on purpose. You have to be chastised for that. You know, you sometimes sometimes kids don't even always know what they're doing, but that's why I don't know if y'all was ever a kid. You would get your parents would talk to you while they whooping you, and you realize what it is that you're doing. You know, sometimes a kid picks up a penny and he'll swallow it. He don't know that that's wrong, but after a while he'll know he'll get whooped if he goes to do it, and he'll equate, okay, let me not do this because I'll get a whooping, and then you'll understand later why you got a whooping for that. You know, sometimes kids don't always understand, but they'll get it sometimes, but they'll get it a little bit later. You know, you have sometimes what kids will do that'll actually get them in trouble is sometimes kids will be playing, and you know, first there's different ages. Certain age kids, you got to child-proof the house. Make sure they don't get in trouble. When it comes to, like, you know, the stairs, so they don't fall down them, you can't just say, hey, don't go down by the stairs and play. You will fall. You can't just rely on them to take your word for it. You got to pretend like they're not going to listen to you because they got short attention span and they're not going to listen to you. So you got to child-proof your house and put that gate up by those stairs. But still tell them, if you see that kid start trying to climb over that gate, or you whoop him. That child might not understand, but they will understand, I go to climb over this gate, I get whooped. Don't do that. Just like if they put their hand on the stove, they're not supposed to do it, but if they understand, if I put my hand on that stove, hot. They might not know how to form a complete sentence, but they understand if I put my hand on that stove or on this fire or on this candle, that's hot, and that will hurt me. And that's all you need to know from now. As you get older, you'll learn that, no, this is why you don't, because you'll get burnt. All they understand is hot. Ow. That's all they understand. You know, so sometimes sometimes children don't immediately understand why. The full root of why they're being chastised. And even in this truth, you got kids that, you know, newborn babes that you tell them don't wear shorts, they can't. Now, they weren't around when that decree was issued. You know, that decree was issued, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So you come into this thing, let's say 3 months ago, you tell you, hey, don't wear shorts. They might not understand why. Huh? I can't wear shorts? No. But you keep doing it again. What's going on with you? I just told you don't do that. No, you don't have to understand. He said don't do it, so don't do it. You know, sometimes You will sometimes also in this thing you will set a bad example, and you don't realize you're setting a bad example, and you actually not doing anything wrong, and it's not a matter of you doing something wrong, but it's actually somebody thinks you're doing something wrong. Let's say you're not supposed to eat pepperoni pizza, right? But you're not eating pepperoni, you're eating turkey pepperoni slices, because most pepperoni slices are pork. But there are some pepperoni slices that actually are 100% turkey. And you put it on your pizza and you're eating it. A person who's a newborn babe could actually look at that and think that you're eating a pepperoni pork. But you're not. So guess what? Don't eat it in front of him. You might be chastised for eating in front of him. But it's not pork. I know it's not pork. We know it's not pork. But they don't know it's not pork. And so they see you eating pork and they see that we're allowing you. They see what they believe is you eating pork. And they see that we're allowing you to eat what they believe is pork. And so now they think, okay, maybe it's okay for us to do it. And they actually go to actually eat real pork pepperoni, and then they get rebuked. And then they're like, oh, he was doing it too. No, he wasn't. He was eating turkey pepperoni. You were eating pork pepperoni. No. And because you have some brothers who follow after other brothers' bad habits and bad traits. And it's like a monkey see, monkey do. They do it, I'm going to do it. Oh, this brother late to camp? Let me come late to camp. Oh, this brother skip camp? Let me skip camp. This brother's taking a vacation? Let me take a vacation. This brother did that? Let me do it too. That monkey see, monkey do. So you have brothers who do that. And sometimes certain brothers have certain liberties. Okay, all right, this brother, he's solid. He done has, some years of experience in this truth. And guess what? I don't mind if, let's say he goes to, he gonna go to vacation to, let's say, I'm thinking about a nearby camp, Chicago. And, for whatever reason, maybe his family's over there, but then, he want to even try to see if he can hold camp with the brothers. Okay, and we give him permission to go. And another brother who's very, very young in this thing, oh, he go to Chicago, I can go to Chicago. No, they don't work like that. You haven't paid your dues. You still a rookie in this thing. That brother is trusted where we believe he can go there, and guess what? Everything will be good. He's not going to bring back an evil report on us. He's not going to go to that camp in Chicago and pick up bad habits and bring them back and say, oh, I saw Chicago camp doing this. I'm going to do it over here in the Detroit camp. Or brothers in Chicago, venting to him. Maybe there is an off brother in Chicago, and they're saying something to him, and he bringing it back over here, and now he's spreading gossip all over Israel. Or it could be just a straight up lie. No, you can't do that. No, you can't go. We trust this brother. He can go. But you can't, just because you saw somebody else. All that, he did it, let me do it. You don't want to be in that spirit of, okay, he did it, I believe I can do it. No. And then feeling like, you're being, brothers are coming up against you simply because they said, no, you can't do it, but they allow somebody else to do it. In the same breath, you might be allowed to do something. And somebody else might try to go to do the same thing. We're like, no, you can't do it. Those were special circumstances for him. You don't need to know what he was going through where we gave him permission to do this. Maybe your brother is told that, okay, he can be late to camp this day, or he can take time off of camp this day, or he can actually miss class. And the brother has a legit excuse. But whatever his excuse is, that's none of your business to know what his excuse is. But that does not give you the excuse to go and follow and do the same thing. And I'm not, okay, this brother missed camp, and you're not even thinking if he had excuse or not. You're just saying to yourself, I'm going to do the same thing. No, no, it don't work like that, you know. And that's basically it, you know. Stop with the monkey see, monkey do. It's actually, I didn't even intend to go into this. This was about to be basically strictly about very, very bad children. And the spirit kind of let me off, you know. It steered me another direction. And I want to say, on that note, all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash, double honor to Elders GMS with well. Peace, salutation, and shalom.